1. Brent Gunner, Arnhem, 1944. 2. American soldier eating Thanksgiving dinner out of a mess kit in Italy in 1944. 3. A Canadian soldier surrounded by Dutch children and civilians celebrate the final surrender of remaining German forces in the Netherlands, May 5, 1945. 4. A Fiat G50 in North Africa. 5. D-Day dinner. American engineers eat their meal on top of ammo boxes. 6. Friedrich Paulus at the exact moment in which he goes to Russian officers to surrender his army in Stalingrad. 7. The majestic panther, surveying its environment, looks for the next meal. 8. South African engineers from the 11th Field Company clearing debris from a roadway in Monte Cassino, May 19, 1944. 9. British and German soldier graves side by side, Norway 1940. 10. 4 false Scharmjäger greeting a Stuka pilot during Operation Fallgelb, Yellow Case, Venlo, Limburg, the Netherlands, May 1940. 11. A Japanese man watches as American troops land on the beach at Wakayama to begin the occupation of Japan, 1945. 12. An American soldier from 7th Armored Division mans the machine gun of his tank while on maneuvers, circa 1943. 13. The German coastal gun battery at Longzoomer. This imposing fortification was located between Omaha and Gold Beaches. Despite a heavy aerial and naval bombardment, the battery was still in action on the afternoon of D-Day. 3 of its 4 152mm naval guns were knocked out by Allied warships. 14. German and Soviet soldiers converse with a Polish railroad worker during the invasion of Poland, September, October of 1939. 15. Soviet Red Army soldiers defend the city of Smolensk, summer 1941. 16. A U.S. Navy seaman waits as 2 Coast Guardsmen scrape a thick coating of oil from his body. The survivor's ship, the USS Lansdale, was sunk by Nazi planes, April 20, 1944 in the Mediterranean. 17. Kingfisher seaplane recovery, USS Baltimore. 18. Armenian Wehrmacht soldiers performing a traditional Caucasian warriors dance to celebrate victory over Soviet partisans. 19. U.S. Marine PFC Paul Lee Eisen running under fire in the Valley of Death, Okinawa, 1945. 20. Original color image. The battleship HMS Howe transiting the Suez Canal, July 1944. 21. A wounded and partially buried Japanese soldier gets an American soldier to light a cigarette for him, Iwo Jima. 22. A cat plays with the belt of an MG34, unknown date and location. '23. 42 German U-boats surrendering in Ireland, 1945. Germans would sing them songs and were very friendly. Apparently they gave them aluminium pots and pans which they all never seen or heard about before, which the Black and Tans took away from them. '24. Paratroopers of the 101st Airborne Division, who just jumped into the Netherlands, assessed the wreckage of a glider, during Operation Market Garden, September 17, 1944. '25. A Luftwaffe anti-aircraft team operating an MG-15 7.92mm machine gun at an airfield perimeter in the summer of 1939. '26. Adolf Hitler's tattered pants and damaged uniform jacket. This is what he was wearing on July 20, 1944, when the bomb exploded at the Wolfschanz. '27. Production of Sten guns, British factory, circa 1942. '28. Soldiers of the 122nd Infantry Division, Leningrad Front 1941. '29. U.S. troops use dead cows for cover on the road to Perrier, Normandy, June 1944. '30. U.S. Marines armed with 1903 Springfield rifles at Marine Corps Air Station Uwa, Uwa, watched carefully at the skies for Japanese planes during the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, December 7, 1941. '31. Hungarian soldier with his guitar, USSR 1941. '32. PFC Frank Pomeroy, H Company, 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines, slumps in fatigue on Peleliu, September 1944. '33. German paratroopers escorting captured Dutch infantry out of Moerdijk, the Netherlands, May 1940. '34. 4 U.S. Army military policemen toasting their bread over fiery molten lava from Mount Vesuvius as clouds of ash fly into the sky. The active volcano near Naples, which is best known for destroying the city of Pompeii in AD 79, erupted on March 18 in 1944. '35. U.S. 55th Armored Infantry Battalion men and U.S. 22nd Tank Battalion tank in Wernberg, Bayreuth, Germany, the 22nd of April 1945. '36. War photographer Robert Capa took this iconic photo of an American soldier shot and killed by a German sniper in the Battle for Leipzig on the 18th of April 1945. The soldier became known as the last man to die in Wei after the image appeared in Life magazine's Victory issue. '37. Picture taken minutes before Raymond J. Bowman, on the right, was killed. The other soldier is Clarence Ridgway, on the left. '38. Raymond J. Bowman, left, and Clarence Ridgway, right. '39. It was a very clean, somehow very beautiful death, and I think that's what I remember most from the war, Capa recalled 2 years later in a radio interview. Bowman's body was returned from overseas in 1948. In July 2015, the city of Leipzig, Germany voted to name the street, previously called January 61, in front of the apartment building where Bowman was killed Bowmanstrasse after him. The renaming took place on April 17, 2016. The apartment building now contains a small memorial with Capers photographs and information about Bowman. A police officer attempts to console an elderly man after his wife was killed in a V1 Doodlebug flying bomb attack, England, 1944. 41. A German U-boat helmsman. 42. Visitors for a French Renault R35. 43. U.S. Marines in the Pacific. 44. A paratrooper from the U.S. 503rd Parachute Infantry Regiment survived a hit on his head during the landing on Corregidor, 1945. 45. Burial at sea aboard USS Hancock for sailors killed by Japanese kamikaze attack off Okinawa, Japan, April 9, 1944. 46. An unknown Luftwaffe officer with his German Shepherd, 1940, colorized. 47. Finnish tank crew with their T-28 multi-turreted tank. The tank was captured from the Soviet Red Army. 48. Among the U.S. 101st Airborne Division, the Filthy 13 volunteer Pathfinders were a unique group, parachuting into France just after midnight on June 6, 1944. They were among the first Allied troops to set foot on French soil as the D-Day invasion commenced, tasked with marking the drop zones. 49. A German woman crying after Allied air bombing on Dessau, March 7, 1945. 50. Molotov cocktail on the belt of a Finnish soldier, 1939 to 1940. When the Soviet Union bombed Finnish cities, the public Soviet story to foreign press members was that they were airdropping food to the starving Finnish proletariat. The lie was of course absurd, and so the bombs were nicknamed Molotov's breadbaskets in Finland and the West. In the vein of this joke, the improvised firebombs of the Finnish army were dubbed Molotov cocktails so that the Russians can bring the food, and we'll bring the drink, for this party. 51. Finnish MG gunner at the Lempala sector, the 6th of January 1942. 52. U.S. Army Sergeant John O'Brien of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania makes a cup of tea in his foxhole beside his makeshift Christmas tree prior to the Allied river crossing, not to be confused with the Ruhr River, near Düren, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. December 1944. 53. Londoners making the best of the City Tube during the Blitz, 1940. 54. German Fallschirmjäger, paratroopers, land in a DFS 230 glider near the supposedly impregnable Belgian Fort Ebenemal, May 10, 1940. 55. A dog looks at the camera while members of the 8th Italian Army marched in the snow of the Stalingrad sector, December 1942. 56. U.S. Army soldiers from the 28th Infantry Division marched down the Champs-Élysées during the Victory Parade to celebrate the liberation of Paris, August 29, 1944. '57. A Marine flamethrower and rifleman, Okinawa, 1945. '58. Wehrmacht Army Group South Ukraine soldiers with a PaK-40 on Romania, summer of 1944. '59. New Zealand Patrol of the Long Range Desert Group. '60. GIs of the 413th Infantry Regiment, 104th Infantry Division Timberwolf Division are pictured resting on railway tracks after combat in North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany on December 21, 1944.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.